How do you correctly place adverbs in sentences? Have you ever wondered how to place adverbs correctly in your sentences? Adverbs are fascinating little words that modify verbs, adjectives, or even other adverbs. They provide details about how, when, where, how often, or the degree of something. Let's break down how to use them effectively. Adverbs can be placed in three main positions within a sentence. The first position is the initial position. This means placing the adverb at the beginning of the sentence, right before the subject. This often adds emphasis or modifies the entire clause. For example, you might say, "Yesterday, we hiked in the mountains." Here, yesterday sets the time for the whole action. The second position is the middle position. Adverbs in this spot usually go between the subject and the main verb. This is common for adverbs of frequency or certainty. For instance, she always arrives early. In this case, always tells us how often she arrives. The third position is the end position. Adverbs can be placed after the main verb or after the object if there is one. This is typical for adverbs of manner, place, or time. For example, she sings beautifully or he finished the task quickly. Both sentences show how the action is performed or when it happened. Now let's look at how the type of adverb affects its placement. Adverbs of manner, which describe how something is done, usually go at the end of the sentence. For example, he walked slowly or she quickly ran home. Adverbs of frequency, which tell us how often something occurs, are typically placed before the main verb but after any auxiliary verbs. An example would be, she has never visited London. Adverbs of time and place can often appear at the end of the sentence but can also be placed at the beginning for emphasis. For instance, they arrived late or tomorrow we will meet. Adverbs of degree, which indicate how much, are placed directly before the adjective or adverb they modify. For example, he ran extremely fast. There are some special considerations to keep in mind. If the verb has no object, the adverb can be placed before or after the verb based on the emphasis you want to create. For example, the river flowed slowly or the river slowly flowed both work, but they can feel different in tone. It's important to avoid placing adverbs awkwardly between a verb and its object, as this can confuse the meaning. For instance, saying, "I opened quickly the door" sounds unnatural. Instead, you should say, "I quickly opened the door" or "I opened the door quickly." Lastly, the word adverb comes from Latin, where ad means to and verbum means word or verb. This origin highlights how adverbs modify verbs and other words. To use adverbs correctly, identify what the adverb modifies and choose its position accordingly. This will help ensure clarity in your sentences. For example, she always reads before bed places the frequency adverb before the verb. By understanding these guidelines, you can confidently place adverbs in your sentences, making your writing clearer and more engaging.